Hello everyone, myself Professor Miral Sharma. I welcome you all on behalf of Online Shine. Now over here today I'm going to discuss something about your financial institutions and markets. Now, continuing with the part of your financial system, they have helped it out in a very much wide manner. This financial system has not just built our capital market but also our working market also. At the same time, it has helped in the infrastructure and other growth and other perspectives. So basically, in general, your financial system has actually been improvised over a period of time, and it has led to some sort of development in the trade and your businesses. Now this has actually created a different sort of financial system which was there priorly and now. Now in India, the financial system actually it had varied from a period of time. Earlier pre-independence period, we had a different type of Indian economy where we had only the closed circle character, where we are narrow securities were been there, absence of issuing of the institutions and intermediaries. There were no intermediaries. It was directly connected from one party to another. Absence of long-term deposits. Even the outside savings were not being allowed. The investment in the could not be done directly because there was a restriction in the outside saving, because of which the industrial sector was not getting the inflow of money. So this actually system has been changed over a period of time. Now the Indian financial system, when I'm talking about after the post-independence, has led to a different structure. It has created a evolution after 1968. So 1968 के बाद जो हमारा 1770s में था या 1773 के टाइम पे था, जो वो 17th and 18th century में जो था, वो system after your 1968 has all absolutely changed. First of all, the looking perspective of the RBI. Now RBI was originally established in the year 1935. And after that, after the independence, the institution later on was reformed in the year 1949. So जब ये 1945 में जब reform हुआ, उसमें reframe होने पर many other regulations, supervisions, provisions were been very much active. बहुत अच्छे way में उसको activize किया and उसको change up किया. And since till 1962, the perspective all changed over a period of time. सबसे पहले क्या हुआ, डाइवर्जन एंड द पॉलिसी रिफॉर्मेशन. लोगों की थिंकिंग पॉलिसी चेंज हुई, मनी का डाइवर्जन इन द राइट मैनर होने लगा, सर्कुलेशन ऑफ द मनी स्टार्टेड ग्रोइंग ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. Even the major financial indicators were being given a supply of the money. So supply of money, deposit, credit banks and primary or secondary issues increase in the rapid flow, inflow and outflow of money. So liquidation of money started happening in a wide manner. At the same time, the financial innovation started happening, like diversification and disintegration, securitization, liberalization, globalization, privatization. So इस सब के कारण क्या हुआ, by the time we have reached to the period of 1990, अगर आप लोग सबको पता होगा 1990 it was considered to be the demarcation for the industrialization and industrial growth. तो वो क्यों हुआ, किस कारण से हुआ? It was all because of the financial innovation. Even the new financial institutions started growing up. Large number of financial instruments were also being introduced. Fairly, for example, your global market was in at a very much high scale, and for all this financial system growth, I would say that government has supported the financial inclusion in at least 3 main areas, and which has led to the improvisation. सबसे पहले क्या हुआ, गवर्नमेंट स्टार्टेड सेटिंग अप द रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन. सो गवर्नमेंट का फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर ने इन्वॉल्वमेंट ज़्यादा होने लगा. दे स्टार्टेड अब प्रमोटिंग द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, दे स्टार्टेड प्रोवाइडिंग फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज टू दीज पीपल. सो वो कहाँ से लेकर आते थे फाइनेंस? फ्रॉम द पब्लिक. पब्लिक को बोलते थे कि हमारे डिफरेंट पॉलिसीज एंड ऑल में इन्वेस्ट करो एंड वी विल सर्कुलेट योर मनी टू दीज इंस्टीट्यूशंस, दीज पर्टिकुलर इंडस्ट्रीज, एंड दे विल मेक मनी आउट ऑफ मनी. तो मनी से मनी जनरेट होने लगा. एंड एट द same time, the third most important part, the government can support financial includes, that means to say they started giving subsidies and all, they were driving transactions, volume, electronic transaction, electronic deposit, government person started giving payments and all, social payments and all, wages and all open करने लगा, pension payments होने लग गया, schemes open up होने लगी. तो उस schemes के कारण क्या हुआ, more and more people started investing, more people started relying on them, and automatically the transaction. So actually the government performed in many different ways, and this was creating a different role of the economy in our country. And ये सब क्या हुआ, that benefited to your financial institutions. Now when I'm talking about the regulatories, regulatory का मतलब क्या होता है, कुछ rules and regulation setup करना, foreign direct investments को आने देना, उनको permit करना. You know, after independence it was really tough time for us allowing the Britishers or any other foreign company to come in India and do the investment. But yes, government took the support and they started. So even the Companies Act was being changed. You know, recently in the year 2013, our Companies Act 2013 has absolutely improvised and changed. Even the banking laws were even amended in the year 2012. So even those particular changes did help. Uske alawa there were n number of acts and laws which were being brought every now and then, so that supports have been created for that. Even for that meant Security Exchange Board of India, जो हमारा SEBI बोला जाता है, उसको amend किया गया 2013 में. फिर National Food Security में लेकर आ गए changes 2013 में. Consumer Protection Act को change करके 1986 को थोड़ा बहुत मॉडिफाई किया गया. इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसीज को चेंज किया गया. MRTP एक्ट को चेंज किया गया, जो हमारा MRTP ऑफ 1969 चल रहा था, उसको एवरी नाउ एंड देन अपग्रेड किया गया, लेकर आया गया, इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया. Foreign exchange regulations को change किया गया, and even the commercial laws. So this was a kind of a regulatory role which the government played. Next role by the government, the entrepreneurial role. अभी entrepreneurial का role का मतलब होता है जैसे different enterprise, different forms of public services, public sector ventures they started. उससे क्या होता था, public ये सोचती थी गवर्नमेंट के पास पैसा इन्वेस्ट करो, वी आर गोइंग टू गेट द रिटर्न. तो उसमें कौन से आए, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में इंडियन रेलवेज के अंदर चेंजेस आए, योर टूरिज्म कॉर्पोरेशंस में चेंजेस आए, कम्युनिकेशन के अंदर जैसे MTNL, BSNL ले लो, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में पावर, BSC, NSE. नाउ नो डाउट वी आर हैविंग टाटा, रिलायंस एंड ऑल, बट स्टिल देयर आर प्लेसेस वी आर हैविंग NSD, NDPL, और यू कैन से BSES. So even companies like EPC, BEL, PGICL, Iron, these are the companies which actually been both sometimes even in the private sector, even in the public sector, government started interfering, government started regulating these particular companies, so that every now and then social welfare is being brought, a balance is being kept between the inflow and outflow of money, a capital investment growth. See, more perspectives started becoming. We want development, we want infrastructure to develop, we want our economy to grow more and more. So ये कब होता था, जब अगर आपका circulation of money है. So they provide consultancy, they provide education to the people about this market, about the system of economy and how it has been run. Even they were giving guidance to the private sector also, private companies, how they can run, how they can improvise their stability, how they can grow over a period of time. So this was a kind of entrepreneur role which they played. Even they gave some kind of monetary planning, monetary policies, monetary benefits, which I was talking about, the subsidies and all. Next, when I'm talking about the government gave a planning role also. So each 5 year का planning होने लगा. 1950 से लेकर 1955 तक, 1955 से 60 तक, तो each 5 year plan होने लगा. अब now ये प्लानिंग का मेन रीजन क्या था, टू इंक्रीज द प्रोडक्टिविटी एंड हाई जीडीपी ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट. तो ये आपका इम्प्रूवाइज करने के लिए, टू अचीव हाई पर कैपिटा इनकम, टू जनरेट एम्प्लॉयमेंट, बिकॉज वी वांट मोर एंड मोर एम्प्लॉयमेंट होगा, इनकम होगी, सम सॉर्ट ऑफ सेविंग होगी, मार्केट में वापस पैसा आएगा, अगेन द डेवलपमेंट विल स्टार्ट. So to reduce inequalities among different people, to achieve a high laid objectives, to attract more social justice, each and everything are correlated with each other, and that is where the government realized, even if we are not able to maintain this, we will not be able to develop over a period of, even from the So there were different phases from, you can say, phase 1 till it was in 1951. Then when you are talking about your phase 2, which was your 1951 to your mid 80s, जहाँ पे 1980s तक it was a different policies and all. Then your phase 3, which was leading to your post 1990, and post 1990 was been called to be as a most industrialized term, जहाँ पे industrialization started developing and we enter to the era of your economic reform era, where we were going from privatization to globalization to liberalization. उसमें क्या हुआ, धीरे धीरे हम है ना जो गवर्नमेंट कंपनीज की थी उसको प्राइवेट सेक्टर में कन्वर्ट करने लगे, फिर धीरे धीरे हमने ग्लोबल मार्केट्स में एंटर करना शुरू किया, इवन फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स को अलाउ किया, एंड लेटर ऑन वी लिबरलाइज विद ऑल आवर पॉलिसीज. So liberalized policies का मतलब people started getting interested into कि yes they want to enter. So by the year 2000-2010 we were actually able to get ourselves liberties from all the kind of restrictions which were earlier been levied by the government, and this is what has helped. This government support has actually helped the RBI, the policies which were being regulated every now and then. जो मैंने कहा आपको, regulatory reforms, your planning reforms, from your entrepreneurial reforms, all these direct and indirect policies have done. At the same time, you know, government ने different phases way में directions दिए for the credit and all. फिर at the same time adopting the uniform accounting system they have started. Then providing for the committees, different committees and recommendation, transparency रखना शुरू कर दिया. At the same time assets को proper way में, constructive way में divide करना शुरू कर दिया. This is all which actually created a independency toward the financial system, and that actually they led to the kind of a banking sector and a financial reform. Indian banking sector में भी आने गया, non financial sector में भी आने लगा. तो different ways में now we are having the option. Now we have reached to the level जहाँ पे हमको different options मिलते हैं. We can segregate our money into different area. You know, there was a famous report being submitted at the Narasimha Committee report on banking sector reform. उसने Narasimha report, which was considered to the most important part, जहाँ पे उसने segregate किया and बोला this committee is going to talk towards the strengthening the banking sector, asset quality should be improved, system of method in the banks should be improved, because बैंक की reliability बढ़ जानी चाहिए तो ही people आएंगे, invest करेंगे, अपने पैसे को किसी और के पास invest करने की permission देंगे. तो that is your system of method should be included. Structural issues will be there. Every now and then we are coming with a problem, we should have a structure how we are going to improvise that. Technological upgradation. See, now actually we are having, जहाँ पे हम लोग bitcoins में जी रहे हैं, जहाँ पे हम लोग e-transaction कर रहे हैं, हम e-pay कर रहे हैं, e-wallets के थ्रू पे कर रहे हैं. तो what was the main reason? ये वहीं पे back era में अगर if you go तो वहाँ से this improvisation started and we have reached to this particular level. Now major thing when we are talking about the improvisation in the banking sector was, you know, capital base होने लगा. Banks started, you know, strengthening themselves. They provided with a recapitalization. They started using the public equity and all. Issue proper होने लग गया. At the same time, you know, proper interest rate मिल गया. Prudential norms, जो norms थे bankings के वो भी improvise हो गए. लोगों को लगने लगा कि हमारा पैसा सिक्योर होने वाला है. देन न्यू प्राइवेट सेक्टर, इवन द बैंक स्टार्टेड बीइंग इनटू द प्राइवेट सेक्टर ऑल्सो. जो प्राइवेट सेक्टर के बैंक्स आए वो भी बहुत एकदम क्वालिफाइड वे में आए, वेयर विच ये स्टार्टेड गिविंग अस अ प्रॉपर सर्विसेज एंड ऑल डिफरेंट प्रॉपर सर्विसेज. देन at the same time we started getting exemptions from the government people when we are in putting our savings amount into saving schemes or pension schemes. So government also started giving others a kind of motivation where our money is going to give us a return over a long period of time. Now moving further, when I'm talking about the financial services. Now financial services, basically it can be defined as, any products and services offered by the institutions like banks or various kinds of the finance or facilitation being of various financial transaction or other related activities in the world of finance, like your loans, insurance, credit cards, investment opportunities, and money management, as well as at the providing information on the stock market and other issues like market trends and all, is going to be defined under financial services. आज हम लोगों को सबको एक फाइनेंशियल प्लानर की जरूरत है. वो फाइनेंशियल प्लानर क्या करता है? वो बस कोई काम नहीं करता, यही काम करता है फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज को प्रोवाइड करने का. वो हमें हर इंफॉर्मेशन देगा जो मुझे चाहिए फॉर माय डेवलपमेंट. सो नाउ दीज फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन कैन बी एनी बैंक, it can be any insurance company, marine health, your general policy, general insurance. It can be even your any private institution which is going to give you information regarding the stock market, or you can talk about your treasure and the debt instruments. वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट होता है, म्यूचुअल फंड्स के एजेंसीज होती है, टैक्स कंसल्टेंट्स एंड ऑडिट फर्म्स होती है जो इस सब के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन देती है. What are the features of a financial service? अगर मैं आज सोचूंगी कि if I want to take a help from a financial services, दी जो हम लोगों ने अभी मेंशन की है, उनकी अगर मुझे हेल्प चाहिए तो मुझे क्या बेनिफिट होगा? सबसे पहले इट शुड हैव अ इंटेंजिबिलिटी फॉर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. एक्चुअली में दिखती नहीं है, बट दे आर गिविंग अस द बेस्ट सर्विसेज. Inseparability, personal services cannot be separated from the individual. So आपको ऐसे particular services provide करने which can create or consume the simultaneously, which can create your effect into the public, and you public are very much happy to do a transaction with you. Heterogeneity or variability, various varieties चाहिए. People are always wanting them. If you are having that particular thing in your services, best people are going to come to you. Persistibility means to say high degree of persistibility, which is unused capacity, which is going to be stored for a long period of time, or you can say future use के लिए it will there. कोई आए कोई जाए, उससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है, but still our institute is going to keep on running. So that kind of services should be there. Changing demand, I need to be flexible कि मुझे मेरी सर्विसेज ऐसी रखनी है कि every now and then जब मार्केट चेंज होगा. Let's take the example of your current pandemic. Demand change, your services has to be changed as per the demand. Pricing of the services, that has to be very reasonable, otherwise no one is going to pay for his own money. Why will someone do that? So I have to be very much, it should be accountable, or it should be, it cannot be quality of the services cannot be standardized. So it will depend upon the pricing of the services, will depend upon the kind of quality you are providing. Direct channel, usually services are a direct provided to the customers. Customers can directly approach to you these service providers and the services. For example, banks are providing, doctors are providing. So why they are approaching? Because it is a kind of a direct approach. Now, facilitating the type of financial. अगर मुझे मेरे financial services को बढ़ाना है तो what facilitating things I should give? Investment oriented financial services, promotion oriented financial services, then your return of the income oriented financial services, linking up the type of financial service. Linking type मतलब जहाँ पे आप एक बिजनेस से दूसरे बिजनेस को लिंक अप कर रहे हो, फंड्स को लिंक अप कर रहे हो, तो लिंकिंग टाइप ऑफ फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन. ट्रेड ओरिएंटेड फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज, क्रेडिट ओरिएंटेड फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज, परफॉर्मेंस अप्रेजल सर्विसेज. So these are for some of the types of the financial services which we are coming across and we are always demanding, and these particular financial services are only can be divided into banking financial services. Again I am saying non-banking financial services or the non-institutional. So they provide to give a merchant kind of banking facility. They are providing with the credit card facility. They are providing the circulation of your appraisal and all. So this is what leading to the different type of other activities which are being performed by them. Having talked about your different banking and non-banking, there is a vast area which we can cover, but at the same time even I want to talk about your another area which is called as microfinance. Now what is this term called to be as a microfinance? Now microfinance is nothing but it is defined as a micro loan to poorer or the poorest of the poor, basically those people who are neglected, by the banks, by the your microfinancers or by the providers or any other loan facilitators. जब इन लोगों को कहीं पे से भी कोई लोन की फैसिलिटी नहीं आती है तब ये माइक्रो फाइनेंस हेल्प यू आउट. अ सोर्स ऑफ अ फाइनेंशियल सर्विस फॉर द एंटरप्रेन्योर्स. लेट मी टेल यू फ्रेंड्स रियली कि आपको आज दिन तक कभी पता था कि ऐसे माइक्रो फाइनेंस करके भी कोई टर्म था. सो बेसिकली जब स्मॉल एंटरप्रेन्योर्स और बिजनेस प्रोवाइडर्स के पास lacking of access of to the banking or any other service providers, so these people are the people who provide them the funds. Now the two main mechanism for delivering of the financial services to such clients are, सबसे पहले to build up a relation based banking for the individual entrepreneurs and small businesses. तो ये basically micro finance का concept आया इसके लिए to build up a relation so that these small entrepreneurs can grow over a period of time. Second, ग्रुप बेस्ड मॉडल्स. सो ग्रुप बेस्ड क्या होता है, जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं स्टार्टअप्स, आजकल का जो कंसेप्ट आया स्टार्टअप्स. दीज पीपल वेरियस सेवरल एंटरप्रेन्योर्स दे कम टुगेदर, दे हैविंग अ कॉन्सेप्ट, अदरवाइज दे विल नॉट बी प्रोवाइडेड लोन फ्रॉम एनीवन. सो दीज पीपल कम टुगेदर एंड टू देम दीज फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड अ लो इनकम टू दीज पर्टिकुलर पीपल एंड as per the requirement whatever it is the finance is provided to them.